Netflix? No!
Hi guys, I'm Ashley Bell.
I'm Gabby Slocum.
This week we watched A Talking Cat.
Question mark, exclamation point.
I think there were 2 exclamation points.
Exclamation point.
It was awful.
It was a really terrible movie.
The plot didn't matter, so we're not even going to discuss the plot.
Really... there was one, but it was silly.
Okay, so it's a children's movie based on
it?
Wikipedia. Yeah, it's a children's movie.
I mean, I guess I could see that.
Nothing about it screams adult, so I guess that's what it is. Nothing about it screams like a children's movie.
Yeah. The special effects. So the cat talks, if you couldn't get that from the title of the movie.
Kind of.
And basically this, like, black oval opens over where the cat's mouth is, and it's like you were on Microsoft Paint and just expanding the oval and contracting it, expanding and contracting, and that's how it talks.
Would not be surprised if that's actually how they did it, too, so...
Yeah. It's awful.
And then there's, like, later magic stuff. I don't really know what happened. Okay, so it tells the story of a rich family and a poor family and problems and bringing them together for happiness.
Yeah.
Because they have things to offer each other, which sounds kind of cool by itself. Yeah. But they don't really do it very well. The cat can talk to people, but only once, which they say, like, 6 times during the movie.
Yes. It also... The way the movie starts off is really unnecessary. It's like the cat talking, but you don't really quite realize that. Because you see the cat walking around, but it's like an inner monologue, I guess. And his name is Duffy. And he's just like, my job is to help people.
His voice actor.
Blah, blah, blah. And that's really all he says.
The acting in this movie is just...
terrible. It's so terrible.
The one mom, you can tell every time she, like, kind of forgets a line, because she has to think about it for a second, and you can, like, every single time it happens, you know it, and that's really bad.
And the son,
I liked him
rich guy's son.
Oh, the rich guy's son, yeah. He was just all over the place.
He overacts the entire time. Like, he's, like, scared of water because he doesn't know how to swim, even though he's had a pool for what I guess you can assume is his entire life. And he's just, like, getting in the pool, like... And you're just like, what?
And this girl he likes?
Yeah.
Which I thought
Franny.
the 2 girls were the same girl for, like, half the movie. Because they just, like, didn't establish it very well, in my opinion. They didn't look that different either. So it was my bad. But, like, I just thought the one girl was such an awful person. She's all... Well, because I thought it was one person. So I thought she was just mean and, like, in the business, but then also hates reading and not that smart, but only wanted the guy for his money. Like, I got really confused.
I think there was the whole, like, she's actually good at English. She's just trying to get close to him. I think that was, like, a plot point that they kind of sort of mentioned, but they could have dropped it.
Put that a little bit easier, because I didn't like her, and I didn't want him to be with her, and then he ended up being with her because of a cat. Literally because of a cat.
And everyone is obsessed with the pool. Everyone's obsessed with the pool. Franny's just, like, constantly to the guy, whose name I forget, like, we should go swimming in your pool.
What is his name?
I don't know. And then...
Dustin? Something.
It might be Justin. Justin
That might be the
sounds
actor.
right.
I can't quite remember. It doesn't matter.
And then the other family has, like, 2 kids, and they're supposed to be twins. And it's a daughter and a son.
Who hate each other. So much. And it's so weird.
That's not how twins are, guys. I am a twin, I would know. It's not at all my brother's relationship. He's the smarter one. Anywho. So, the girl, like, the girl in that family ends up meeting the main dude who's, like, older, and is like, here, look at this program I developed, and blah, blah, blah.
See some business guy, even though he seems way too dumb to be, like, some entrepreneur business guy, because he just is like, what is this and that, and oh my gosh, and things, and I can't decorate my own house, or, like, wear good clothes, or talk to my son, or any of these things, and it's just so unrealistic.
And I think it was, like, trying to establish, like, he's just devoted his whole life to work, but But anywho, the son goes, because his mom's all mad, to look for his sister, and he comes to the house, and the pool's there, and he's just like, oh man, can I, like, swim in your pool? I'm like, who asks a stranger that? No one? That's weird.
That happens. In weird neighborhoods, it happens. It's just people that are, like, I think most of the time they're joking when they do that, but it's still weird. It does happen.
It's weird.
Don't do that.
Don't be that guy.
Alright, so A Talking Cat is essentially the movie of establishing shots. There are 2 locations in this movie, maybe 3 if you count the in-between location of the woods, but other than that, there's literally nowhere else they film. But I was reading the facts about this. They used 58 establishing shots in this movie. A lot of them repeated, by the way.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if that's 58 different ones or just 58 altogether. And I would not be surprised if at least 15 minutes of this movie was establishing shots. Like,
yeah. It's a lot. Especially the entire beginning, which I guess the woods should be considered a location, because the entire beginning is the woods. For at least 3 minutes is the woods.
And they use the one shot of the stream going down at least 3 times, and I know it's that same shot because when they mess up in the shot, they can't even get it like still. It's like jerk. It's the worst. And it's just, you can make a drinking game out of that movie. So many different ways. It's awful.
The dialogue is all really forced. It's like none of the actors really knew their lines.
Yeah, I feel like the dialogue wouldn't have been that bad if the acting could have backed it up a little bit. Because acting can pick up a lot of bad dialogue if you can do it well. But just, God.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Trent was the best actor in the entire thing. The son twin.
Okay. Yeah.
He wasn't, like, he seemed to know his lines at least. And he said most of them with confidence.
Yeah.
I kind of felt sympathy for his character sometimes.
Yeah.
But the entire time I was just like, it took me 3 days to watch this, by the way. I was waiting for it to end.
Yeah. It feels really long after you're in the middle of it.
And it's like 80-something minutes.
It seems like everything's resolved, and then they're like, oh, wait, we have another half an hour to flick. Phil, conflict. Let's develop one, randomly.
Finally.
The cat almost dies. It gets hit by a car.
Okay, that cat did not look at all unhealthy.
No, it didn't.
It sat bandages on his head, and he was lying there. I'm like,
it was so great.
There was no blood.
Its tail was doing the happy cat thing, like flip, flip, flip.
That cat was fine, guys. You did not need to go find the magic collar by the tree.
Yeah. There's a magic collar by the tree. And then there's this giant orb of green magic light that, like, saves everything, and
the music. Oh my god,
I'm pretty sure everything had to be, like, the free sounds you can get online for, like, soundboards or whatever.
Everything.
Yeah, stock things. Because there's, like, the speeding car that ends up hitting Duffy, and it's just like, meow. Yeah. Which the car also is clearly only going, like, 25 miles an hour, so I'm just
That's
like...
plenty to hurt a cat, though.
Well, yes, but I mean, earlier in the movie, they're just like, oh yeah, he always speeds through here.
So what would you rate it?
I'm gonna give it 5 on the O scale.
Same. We haven't done this since day 1 of movie 43, so
yeah.
2 movies so far on 5 O's. Awful movies. We do not recommend watching them. The trailer for this is good. You don't need to watch the movie. You get it all from the trailer.
Watch the trailer.
It's funny. After that, it's not. So, that's it. One more time.
Netflix